Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'll be ranking the Adelaide Crows players 2024 seasons. Hope you enjoy this video and we'll get straight into it. So to get straight out of the way, I will put the players that got injured, didn't debut or retired in the D tier. Basically the players that I don't have too much to say about because I didn't play that many games this season. So Charlie Edwards didn't debut. Oscar Ryan, Roy Sloane retired, and then Luke Pedler got injured, didn't play that much. Will Hamill as well. Chase Jones, didn't really see him too much this season. Chris Burgess had a couple good moments. He just didn't really play. Played when Phil Thorpe wasn't playing. Ned McHenry played a couple. So basically, all these players I'm putting in here, I just don't have too much to say about them really because they hardly played, or they played 2 to 3, maybe 5 games, but didn't do too much, and they could have played 2 or so games and they got injured. So Wayne Miller got injured round 3, didn't play since then. Brody Smith just wasn't up to it this season. Was a bit fumbly. Kicks were spraying everywhere out in the full. Elliot Himmelberg, didn't really see him as well. Played a couple games, went undefeated when he was playing, but just didn't recognise him really. Patrick Parnell played 1 game, then got injured. So, and that was the Melbourne game, and didn't come back in after that. Lockie Gallant played a couple games, disappeared in the showdown. After he bagged 8 goals the week before, so didn't see him after that. So yeah, all these players I'm putting in, I just don't have too much to say because like waste probably a couple minutes in the video with a couple saying the player and putting them where they are. There's not too much to say. I'll just put them in now, and it'll leave us with the group that played majority of the games this season. So get into it. Jordan Dawson, put him in B. Didn't really see him as much as last year, where he was at his best. Had a couple good games, but I think he was carrying a foot injury during some point the season. I know he had a fitness test against Hawthorn at G. He pulled up for the fitness test. He got through it and played, but I think he was just carrying a foot injury during that part of the season. So he'll go on B. Didn't have the impact as last season. So next is Tex. He'll go on B as well. He didn't have the season, same as Jordan Dawson, didn't have the season like he did last year. Had a couple good moments, kicked a couple good goals, but he just went, I say he went quiet, but he was carrying a back injury during the start of the season, so he missed the Gold Coast game. He played the Geelong game, but he didn't look right in the sense where he was fit. So he'll go on B because he had a good back end, played a couple good games. He got injured in the Bulldogs, missed the showdown, but yeah, the injury at the start of the season really didn't help, so he'll go on B. Next is Jake Saligo, very good season, put him in A. He won the showdown medal, had a good start of the season. Missed the Gold Coast game. Meaning he had a good start to the season. He had a good start to his midfield career, but he got moved into the midfield. Won the showdown medal because of it. Had the high disposal games, but he just went missing later in the season. He wasn't racking up the disposals he was in the sense of he was at around the showdown where he was getting 30 to 25. So he just went a tad quiet during the back end of the season. But other than that, very good season by Jake Saliga. So Braden Cook next, put him in C. Had a couple good games. Came in, had a good patch, and he just disappeared after that. He got dropped, played the sub, the Essendon game. I didn't see him after that. So he had a good patch, kicked a couple of goals during those games. But after that, it probably didn't help his case. He disappeared. I don't know what happened. If he went back to SNFL or he got injured. I don't know. I don't remember him playing SNFL in the back end of the season. But who knows? I think he might have got injured. So Braden Cook and C. Next is Max Michelani. S. Very good season by Max. Keeps improving each season. Last year was his first and was very good. This year his second and very good. Very happy the way he went about it. He got trialled in the midfield this year. I think it was a Hawthorn game by Matty Nix. And very solid defender. He has a very good run and carry as well. Couple of games where he received the ball and he's steamed through the midfield. So very good run and carry by Max Michelani. So he'll go on C tier. Got Zach Taylor next. He'll go in B. Very good season by Zach Taylor. Came in later the season, debuted later in the season. He debuted because of a late change in the Giants game, I believe. Yes, Giants game. And since then, he played every single game. Looked very good. A couple good moments, a couple good pressure acts. And yeah, it was just overall very good season. Mitch Hinge, we've got S. Very good season by Mitch Hinge. Keeps improving. Great leader. Couple shaky moments a bit against Sydney where he gave away the free kick. But other than that, very good season by Mitch Hinge. Got a very good leg, very good kick. Yeah, very good season by Mitch Hinge. Next is Isaac Rankin. He'll go top of the tier list in S. Very good season by Isaac Rankin. He was in all Australian contention. Then he got injured and then suspended. He got moved into the midfield. Was electric in there. And then, yeah, back in the season, he got injured, got suspended, and got injured again. He got knocked out. So he would have been, if he didn't get injured and suspended, he probably would have been in the All-Australian team. But very good season for Isaac Rankin. Improved a lot. Hopefully he can improve even better next year maybe. He might go into a permanent midfield role and just watch out, he could be electric. Next, Josh Worrell. Not much to say. Got injured during the season, but very solid. Was very good intercept defender. And yeah, there's not much to really say about Josh Worrell. He just does his thing in the back line. Next is Luke Nankervis. Very good as well. Put him in B. He got the Rising Star nomination. But I think there's some stuff he just needs to improve on. maybe releasing the footy a bit sooner when he's spinning around players. But other than that, very good. Like it's his second year, debut last year, so I like the way he went about it. So uh, Nick Murray next came back from an ACL later in the season, so didn't play half the season. Came back and was very good as you expected it. Was very good. Can't wait to see Worrell, Murray, and Keane, the future pillars of the Crows' defence. Cannot wait. It's going to be a very good defence. So Nick Murray was very good. Probably didn't help that he only had half the season because of injury, but hopefully he can return to his best next year, and he's pretty lethal at his best. Next is Adelaide. C. Wasn't averaging the numbers that he was last year as a key player of the Crows. And then he ratted out Josh Rochelle later on, so that really didn't help. But other than that, he there wasn't that many good moments. There's a couple of turnovers that he did do, which was good. I know there was one in the Swans where he got moved to the defence later this year, but he just turned the ball over too much. So next, Ben Keys, S tier, very good back end to the season. Slow start, good back end. Could have been a sneaky All Australian chance. Didn't get in, but he's probably one of my favourites to win the club medal. So Ben Keys was a very good season. He did a couple. He had a couple of good games. Essendon won by memory, where he bagged like 6 goals. It was very good. Basically won us the game. Other than Josh Rochelle, who did win us the game, him and Fogg kept us in the game with the goals. So very good season by Ben Keys. Hopefully he can bring that momentum into next year. Next is Billy Dowling. B. Very good by Billy Dowling. Debuted against Richmond, played a couple games, then got dropped, and then come back in. Just liked how Billy Dowling went about it as well. There's not much to say. He was dominant SANFL. Kicked a couple goals in the AFL level to win us the game, I think, against the Giants to seal it. Other than that, very good set. I can't wait to see both of these players going into next year with another pre-season under their belt. What damage they can do, maybe. Next is the Fog. A slow start to the season. Good back end. Was doing career best numbers. And yeah, if he pulled up the momentum throughout the season, he would have been an S tier. I think he kicked 40 goals, was the leading goal kicker for the Crows this year. That's the first leading goal kicker other than Tex for a while. And it's the Fog's first leading goal kicker for us, because I think it's always been Tex. So it's good for Fogarty. Hopefully he can carry this on to next year, and him and Thilthorpe become a dominant force in the future. Next is James Borlase. Not much to say other than he had a couple good games. I think the Hawthorn game at MCG, where he's just marking everything against Jack Gunston. But other than that, yeah, not much to say. Next is Lockie Shoal. Very good season as well. Shaky start. Everyone was criticising him, but good backhand. Pulled up some good numbers for a winger. Averaging 30, around 25 to 30 disposals a game. So he very much improved this year. Very good. I cannot wait for him to hopefully carry that momentum as well into next year. Hopefully we'll see the best out of Lockie Shoal. Next, Sam Berry, put him in B. Didn't really play that much until the back end of the season when Matt Crouch, I think, got injured. Then he made the midfield his own and was electric in there, winning clearances, fending off, breaking tackles, had a lot of space to run through and get clearances. Only problem with Sam Berry was fumbling. He fumbled a bit in high pressure moments. So if he improves the fumbling, he can become a dominant force in the Crows midfield in the future. He's difficult to tackle already, so if he fumbles, that will just add another bit to his game, which will make him very much unstoppable, where he can clean the ball, clean pick up, fend off a couple blokes, break tackles. So he's going to be a very good pillar in the midfield for the Crows in the future, hopefully with these two. Maybe with the Dan Curtin as well, or maybe a Sid Draper or Sam Laidler, maybe. Hugh Bonds, I'm going to put in B as well. Didn't play until back end of the season. When he did, he kept a couple of the very good small forwards to a couple goals. Tagged, I think, Zach Merritt in the Essendon game. I think he kept Jack Higgins to 0 and Willie Rioli to 2. But he kept Willie Rioli to 2 until the fourth quarter, so he kept Rioli pretty quiet through the 3. So it was a good first season for Hugh Bond. Next is Jordan Butts. I would say he improved this season. He was not too shaky. Was outmarking his defender, not turning over kicks. But one thing, he's just very injury prone, I found. Keeps getting injured. He'll go on C because he did get dropped later in the season and then got injured with the foot and was out. So it was a decent season for Jordan Butts. Improved a lot on a couple of things. It was just very, very injury prone and didn't really play once Worrell, Murray and Keane were back in. Hopefully, maybe Jordan Butts can improve. I don't think he's going to be an injury-only player now in case Worrell, Murray or Keane get injured, because there are three main pillars now with Max. So Riley O'Brien, I'm going to put into B. He's a very good ruckman. He's got the tank to run. He's a dominant hit out who leads the hit outs for the AFL. I just find he likes to hit those hit outs to opposition players, not our own. So that's the probably only problem. The kicking as well, but I don't mind really. You kick how you want to kick. I won't criticise you on your kicking. But yeah, it's just mainly the tap out work that he wasn't his best. The tap out work was his best, but wasn't at the same time. He won the league, won the AFL, the hit outs, but then he was hitting them out to opposition players. So next is Mark Keane. Gonna put him in S. He just signed a 3-year deal till 2028. I think it was a 3-year deal. Well, he's starting until 2028. Liked Mark Keane's season, improved. He debuted for the Crows last season and played a full season this year, was very good. He did get 9 kicked on him by Amadi, but other than that, he was very solid in defence. I think he got called Leo Barry for the mark against Carlton in that tight win. So I like how Mark Keane went about it, and I hope he can. Can't wait for his prime. Next is Murphy, bottom of C. Then there's no noticeable moments that Murphy happened to Murphy this year. Only one I can remember was the miss mark in the Richmond game where it went through his fingers, which was there was no defenders around him. I'm not going to say much other than that. He's bottom of C. Next is Matt Crouch, very good season. I'm going to put him in A. He did have the injury he picked up in Hawthorn. I did see him in the sling at the Melbourne airport after that game. And yeah, he was ruled out for the whole season, and then the determination to come back. Very good mindset by Matt Crouch. I like him as a player. He's a good player. So he came back during the later part of the season. He was picking up those higher disposal games that he normally does. He's known for it, picking up 30 disposals. He's just very, very good. Very, very good. He was back really like his 2017 best, but a bit below that. He was picking up very good disposal in the disposal range compared to 2017. He's just a disposal magnet, really. Very good player. Dan Curtin, B. He debuted the Showdown, then played the next week. They got dropped and didn't play until the later part of the season. And then came back. He got transitioned into the midfield. Came back. Was very good. I think Tex got injured in the Bulldogs game, and he was about to get subbed out, but Tex got injured. He went to the forward and kicked his first 2 goals of the AFL. So very good season by Dan Curtin. He kicked another one down the line against the Swans. So I cannot wait to see how Dan Curtin goes about next season. If he'll be a midfield, maybe a forward, but maybe a midfield forward like a Paddy Cripps. But he'd be a big bodied midfielder if he's in the midfield like a Paddy Cripps. So can't wait. Next is Thilthorpe. He'll go in B. He was injured, and normally I would, for half the season, majority of the season, normally I put some of the injured players in here, but he was just so good, should I say. Came back, kicked about 18 goals in a couple of games, and I've seen a calculation that if he played the full season of those couple of games he only played, he played the full season, he would have kicked over 50 goals this year, and that would have been a career high. He's only kicked about 18 as his career high, so he would have kicked 50. So, and he's built like a mammoth now. Let's say that. Fear the beard, they say. Fear the beard, and I cannot wait because he'll get that beard back next year. And those defenders, they're gonna fear the beard. Next is Josh Rochelle is the last one. He'll go the bottom of A. A lot of people didn't like his season. A lot of people criticised him. I like the way he went about it. He kicked 30 goals, which was the highest for a small forward. He got dropped later in the season for the last game, but yeah, a lot of people were criticising him on how he basically was pulling out of contests and stuff. But I'm going to rate him in A. Had a very good season. Basically, kicked 30 goals, so the most small forward normally does. So hope everyone enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you want to see maybe more tier lists. I've got one more cooking up probably later down the track. And then comment below which videos you want to see, which sports you want to see. We'll cover any sports or any sports in Australia. But other than that, like and subscribe as well. I hope you guys enjoyed.